Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's Ask Jeff show. We are episode number 47. And instead of having 3 new questions for you guys this week, I'm just going to recap from our workshop that we just had before Fitness Business Summit last week. There's 3 things that I want to cover with you guys. But first, if you do have questions for me for any future shows, just leave them in the comment section below or just reach out to me on Facebook and I'll be sure to include them in a future show. So at our workshop, one of the main things that we talked about was just being like omnipresent. That means being everywhere at the same time. You probably see like a lot of influencers online who seem to be putting out an article every single day or a video every single day, an email here, an article on another site, doing podcasts, like everywhere. And you try to figure out like how they have so much time to doing, to be able to do that. You try to keep up with them and you just get burnt out trying to create so many videos, stuff like that. So there's 3 things that we talked about on how to be able to leverage your time in order to be able to do that by leveraging your time, leveraging your content and whatnot. So the first thing is just about automating what you can. So here, when you're going to automate, you want to try to figure out a way that you can either automate or outsource all the tasks that you don't have to do. So like for this video, for instance, I have to be behind the camera and be speaking to you, but I didn't have to set up the lights, I didn't have to set up the camera, I don't have to export the video, edit it, upload it to YouTube, to the blog, transcribe it, all that stuff. I have somebody else, London right here, that she can do that for me, which will leverage my time. So it only takes me 5, 10, 15 minutes, however long the video is, for me to shoot this video. And then we can repurpose that and whatnot. So automate what you can by only doing the tasks that you have to do. And automations have been like the big thing lately. We've been automating for years, but now with a lot of AI and a lot of bots and everything else, everything is being automated. So whether you're automating the follow-up, automating the calling and setting appointments, whatever it is that you're automating, there should be a purpose behind it. You don't want to automate all the way through the sale because you're going to lose a lot of people that way, and you're not going to have any real relationships or conversations with people. So what you want to do is you want to automate things like the follow-up. It could be through text messaging, emails, and then you want to outsource things like video editing, your Facebook ads. So like the time that you're spending setting up your sales funnels, the times that you're spending setting up your Facebook ads, looking at the data coming in is time that you could be out like leveraging you, which whether it's writing an article, whether it's doing a video, whether it's meeting with a potential like joint venture partner or influencer in your area, things like that. So I don't think that any business owner, especially fitness business owners, should be doing things like video editing, Facebook ads, all that kind of stuff, even if you're good at it and know how to do it, because only you can be the face of your business, and only you can do those types of things as far as networking, getting out there. I call it like campaigning for your business, shaking hands, kissing babies, that kind of stuff, which we'll go over a little bit more in a second. So you want to outsource as much of those types of tasks as you can. And that's a good thing about like our Elite Partnership program that we just launched at our workshop. We're actually taking over all of the marketing stuff for you, from like building out and integrating your sales funnel, by running your Facebook ads, by putting content on your fan page every single day. All that stuff is all included in our Elite Partnership program. So you want to outsource that type of stuff so you can free up your time to do things that you have to do. So you're going to automate what you can. So it's going to be like your follow-up. You shouldn't be on the phone calling up people that just opted in to see when they can come in for an appointment. Either you're going to outsource that to an admin, or you're going to automate it through text, through email, and some kind of scheduling system to get them on a call or in for an appointment, and then either yourself or a salesperson is going to upsell them to your business. So you're going to do all this stuff to free up your time, so you have the free time to be able to have more real conversations with people. So now that you have the free time from automating, what other things can you do? Because now I help people like automate with all their system, their sales process, their follow-up process, marketing, all that stuff, and then they kind of like sit around and like, okay, now what do I do? So you have like 2 different types of marketing. You have like active marketing, you have passive marketing. all the stuff that you can automate is like passive marketing. You set the Facebook ad and then you wait. And you wait for people to, to click, to buy, to come in. So you want to be able to go out and do the active stuff. So most of that is going to be offline, besides like your videos and whatnot. But for offline stuff, you want to focus on, networking with other influencers, / leaders in your area. So you want to look for, business owners that serve the same clientele as you do, but in a non-competing way. So it could be, hair salons, it could be massage therapists, chiropractors, anywhere that services kids. The kids have parents, so look at like trampoline parks or martial arts studios, gymnastic centers, anything like that. And you always want to go in with a giving hand and go in showing them how you can help them, with their business. And the goal here is to become like an authority, So like when you approach these businesses, when you go in and if you go in and like, hey, I have this fitness boot camp down the street, I have a really special offer for your, for your clients or for your customers. They're probably going to tell you that they're not interested and tell you to go away. But if you go in and introduce yourself as like, hey, I have this fitness boot camp down the street. My members were telling me how great your business was, so I decided to stop in and check it out for myself. If you have any kind of offer you'd like me to give my customers for you, I'd be more than happy to do that. Now you're going with the giving hands, going in and telling how great they are, and by saying how your clients said how great they are, which is going to give, it's going to force them to give you the time of day to actually talk to you. Because if you go in there and say, hey, I had these clients that said how great you were, and they're like, go away, I don't have time to talk to you. You're going to go back and tell your members like that guy was an asshole or a jerk. And they don't want that, so they're gonna listen to you. So you go in and you say, hey, I have like this group of members who are talking about how great your salon was, so I decided to stop in and check it out for myself. I can see why they like it, why it's so great. If you have any kind of offer that you'd like me to give them, I'd be more than happy to do that. So you're going in with a giving hand, and then once you meet that owner, you can invite them out for coffee, you can invite them for lunch, and then give them some more tips on how to grow their business. Because you see, like all the things that we think are basic marketing, tactics and strategies. Fitness is like on the leading edge of marketing because it's so competitive. So a lot of the stuff that we do that is common knowledge in other industries, it's like, eye-opening or something, really crazy or cool that they can do to grow their business. Simple things like EFT or like an opt-in page or plastic gift cards, anything like that. They've never heard of it before. And for us, it's like, I've been doing that for years. So by you going and giving them some email marketing tips or some other kind of tips to grow their business, they're going to look at you as the authority in marketing or business, and they're going to listen to you. And once you help them grow their business, they're going to be more apt to help you grow yours. And then you can do some joint venture, stuff. So networking with other influencers is huge. The other thing is charity. We have a great platform where we can raise a lot of money for people without really affecting, our business or us or our time. Because especially if you're doing group training, whether we're training 1-on-5 or 1-on-20, it's the same amount of work. So what you do is once you have some influencers that you create relationships with, if they're running any kind of charity, try to piggyback on top of that. So what I used to do is I would listen to like the radio, and if there was like some like professional athlete that was running like a football camp or something for inner city youth children and raising money for underprivileged kids, I would go to that autograph signing event, stand in line, and when I got there, I would say hey, thank you for everything you're doing for these kids. I'd really love to help raise some extra money to help you out with your effort. I have a fitness boot camp, and I can run some charity programs for you. Would that be cool if I raised some money to help you guys out? And they're going to be like, of course. Hey, my wife's over there. She runs the foundation. Go over and talk to her. So I wasn't standing in line with a football or a jersey from the sign. I was going there with a giving hand, telling them how much I love what they were doing for that charity. They usually send you over to their wife, and then you come up with like a 14-day fat furnace program where you're going to donate 100% of the money. So you do a 2-week program for $47 and then donate 100% of the money to their foundation. A lot of them will have a list of local donors that they can help get the word out for your program because it's going to raise extra money for them. So you want to leverage charities as much as you can. And you want to become known as one of the most charitable, people in your area. Because once you build authority, not only in fitness, but in business, and then you're also known as the most giving, entrepreneur in your city, it's like the trifecta, and that's when everything's going to start clicking. You're going to be everywhere, You're going to have all your ads on Facebook. People are going to see you there. You're going to be at networking events. You're going to be doing joint ventures with people. And you're also going to be at pretty much every charity event in your city or your town. And that's how you're going to create that omnipresence and be everywhere at one time and be the authority on fitness, be the authority to business owners, and be the authority and the most known person and most charitable person in your area. And once you do that, you'll be able to dominate your area, and the other, your competitors aren't going to know how you're doing it. And when they try, they're going to get exhausted and burn out and not be able to keep up. And that's how you're going to dominate. So if you have any questions about any of this stuff, I know that was quick. Just leave a question in the comment section below. I'd be more than happy to talk about it more. And that is all I have for this week. And that was our recap from our workshop at FBS. I'll talk to you guys soon.